Hello, my viewers of the Vanguard in kind. It is I, Chronos Kaiser, and it's 12:05 in the morning. Well, it's not really the morning anymore; it's the afternoon. Um, so sorry for the not posting up any videos, because what happened was we were still trying to sort out the problem with the most recent video, which obviously the audio went over and the whole screen went black. The problem with that was you were only supposed to see the bit that was actually shown, because the audio, well, Blaze forgot to delete the rest of it, so it sort of carried on. So you're only supposed to watch until the thing goes black, and then that's the end of the video. And that's all you're supposed to see. I'm still trying to convince Matt to go and fix it. Anyway, so this is the... If you remember that match I had with Chronos Apoc, you will have seen that we both used ride chain decks. I used the Military Dragon Raptor ride chain. So I will be deck profiling on my decisions on how I made this deck, and yeah, let's go into it. So first, of course, the starting Vanguard, Military Dragon Raptor Soldier. His skill is basically the check top 7 when you ride Raptor Sergeant on it. You can check the top 7 cards for either Raptor Colonel or Raptor Captain and add it to your hand. I like the ride chain in its sense, but the only problem I have with it is the fact that it's the one that checks for the next pieces in the ride chain the least, and more focuses on the skill of the ride chain. So it sort of traded the searching for the skill. While I do severely dislike this ride chain, and while I prefer the Blaster Dark themed ride chain, it's still a pretty good deck, even if you miss the ride chain. So yeah, let's carry on with that then. I use 8 criticals, which is Ancient Dragon Dinodile and Dragonbird Fire Pteryx. 4 carry Trilobite. 4 Ironclad Dragon Steelsaurus. And that's my grade 1. 17 of them. And here we go on to my 14 grade 1s. I use 4 Archbird, which is the perfect guard for the deck. Military Dragon Raptor Sergeant, which is the next part of the ride chain. 3 Winged Dragon Skypteros. You will have seen the combo I did with it. It's a very useful card, especially when it's being retired. And 3 Sonic Noah, because it's a vanilla. Next we have the Ravenous Dragon Megarex, 3 of them. He's the vanilla. I often don't like running 4 vanilla unless it's an archetype deck, simply because it adds nothing to the deck apart from power and a target for those Tachikaze skills that require Tachikazes. Military Dragon Raptor Captain. I forgot to mention Raptor Sergeant's skill. When a card named Military Dragon Raptor Captain rises this unit, if you have a card named Raptor Soldier in your soul, search your deck for up to 1 card named Military Dragon Raptor Sergeant, call it to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. So what it does is basically, when you get to the next part of the ride chain, the previous part of the ride chain comes out to the front lines. So yeah, that's how it works. Also, the same as with Raptor Captain. When Raptor Colonel rides it, you can search your deck for another Raptor Captain, so long as you have Raptor Sergeant in your soul. And then we run 4 Cannon Fire Dragon Cannon Gear. Easily one of the best cards in the Tachikaze clan. 11,000, it's grade 2, and all you have to do is retire rear guard once you've placed it on it. It's got no restraint. I think they placed the cost to actually call it, rather than actually giving it restraint. Sometimes I believe that it should have been given a restraint and only been able to attack whether you retired a Tachikaze or not. But that doesn't matter. That's my grade 2 lineup. 11 grade 2s. then we have our grade 3s. First, I'm going to use Ancient Dragon Spinodriver. His skill is Limit Break 4. If this ability is active, if you have 4 or more damage, choose 2 of your Tachikaze rear guards and retire them. When a Tachikaze rides this unit, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw 2 cards, choose one of your Vanguards, and that unit gets power plus 10,000 and critical plus 1 until the end of the turn. What this means is, when you ride, if you have 4 or more damage, and you ride a unit on top of it, you have to ditch 2 of your rear guards, draw 2 cards, and then your Vanguard gains plus 10,000 power and does 2 damage. When this unit attacks, if the number of rear guards you have is more than your opponent's, this unit gets plus 2,000 until the end of the battle. That's the general Vanguard attacking skill that they all have. Oh, no. It's not a Vanguard attacking skill. Never mind. I'm an idiot, sorry. Yeah, I said it, not you. Don't quote me. Destruction Dragon... 2 Destruction Dragon Darkrex. There is a reason why I called the deck Military Darkrex, because it's a mixture of the Military Dragon Ride Chain and the Destruction Dragon Darkrex. Funnily enough, I actually consider this card the key card of the deck. I like this card so much. It's just so useful in so many ways. His ability is, let's start from the bottom. Act hand. While it's in your hand, you can bind the card from your hand, choose one of your Tachikaze, and that unit gets plus 3,000 until the end of the turn. Plus 3,000 power. Simple enough. Bind the card from your hand, gets plus 3,000. What's important is the limit break that only occurs in the bind zone. If you have 4 or more damage, choose 3 of your Tachikaze rear guards and retire them. At the beginning of the close step of your grade 3 or grade 2 Tachikaze Vanguard's attack, if the attack did not hit during the battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, ride this card. Now, of course, you will have seen me pull off a very neat combo, which gave me, I think, an extra 7 cards in hand to guard with. Of course, the attempt failed because the guy pulled the trigger. I believe. I'm not sure. Anyway, what this means is while it's in your bind zone, after you've binded it, if you have attacked with your grade 3, but the attack's failed, you can take 3 of your rear guards, place it in the drop zone, and then put this card on the Vanguard circle as standing, meaning you can do an extra attack with it. Of course, you would have done that at the cost of 3 of your rear guards, and even more, and all of your rear guards, if you rode it on Spinodriver. I only run 2 of this because it's a very costly card to use. I wouldn't run more than 2 of it. Of course, and it's not exactly the big finisher at all. This thing sort of like to get that extra damage in. And then I run 4 Military Dragon Raptor Kernels. His skill is obviously, as the end of the ride chains go, they always have the most broken skills. This ability is active if you have 4 or more damage. Counterblast 1, choose 2 of your Tachikaze rear guards and retire them. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, increase this unit's power by the original power of the units retired with this effect until the end of that battle. What this means is, when you attack, you counterblast 1, then you take 2 of your Tachikaze rear guards, put them in the drop zone, and then you count up the power listed on the card. You then can give give Raptor Kernel power equal to the total. Now, this is especially amazing when your opponent does not have a perfect guard. If they do have a perfect guard, it's going to draw them out immediately. I love that. I love that unit's ability. Often you might want to use it when you've already gotten out Captain and Sergeant out with their skills. Or even to get rid of the little Raptor soldier if you miss the ride chain. Anyway, hopefully I'll be listing this deck list in the description. And I will see you guys later. This is Chronos Kaiser, signing out.